Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. It's been a while since I've done a video. So a couple of months back I had a mental breakdown where I ended up selling a lot of my stuff. Half my collections. I had 5 shelves. Now I've gone down to like 2 just DVDs. Out of 6 tiers, I've got 2 tiers of half Blu-rays maybe. So I'm trying to build them all back up gradually again. I'm not doing too bad, but I feel much better, I feel much happier. I'm trying to be a bit more, enthusiastic about doing my films and, my film reviews and my collection videos and stuff like that. I want to try and be a bit more. Plus, I'm on a very strict health schedule now, so I'm a bit more relaxed and feel a bit more better in myself to actually start doing more videos. Anyway, let's not get so depressed about it. Let's just do this collection video, and then I'll talk to you after the video about my next video coming up, which is going to be probably the most important video on my channel. So I hope you enjoy this one, and I hope you definitely check out the next one. That should be done within the next 3 or 4 days. I need to write a complete script about it and stuff like that, so you should enjoy it. But let's do this. I'm going to start with just standard Blu-rays first, which are a little pile, but some good films in there. Some you might not like, but some that I definitely enjoy. Then you've got my 3D pile, which I'm looking forward to show you guys. Okay, so for standard Blu-rays, I'll start with this one, which is Prince of Persia. I used to have on 3D, but I watched the first film that wasn't ever in 3D, in 2D, and the picture quality on the Blu-ray was outstanding. And I tell you something, the first film to this is what got me converted to collecting purely just Blu-rays now. Whereas I used to be a massive DVD fan, I hated Blu-rays, I only watched 3D Blu-rays. But this has actually convinced me to purchase more just standard Blu-rays. There's the second part to that anyway, which is Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill For. Prefer the first film. This film wasn't at its greatest peak, but it's got a great cast yet again, Mickey Rourke again is back in it, but this time you've got Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who plays this weird like gambling man kind of thing, and you've got Josh Brolin in this. So it's again good cast. I love, even though it's got that black and white picture-esque to it, it's just so clear. And you can enjoy the film in the way it's supposed to be enjoyed. The 3D was great, I did enjoy it, but this is just a film that you could either watch 3D or 2D of, and just enjoy them both. It doesn't matter in which one it is, you'll still enjoy the experience. It's not like one will add more to the other. The next film is a film that I've always enjoyed since it first came out. People say it was a bit difficult to follow. I get the concept completely, and it's an amazing film. Does screw my mind sometimes. Like, I eventually got the concept to one of the plots in it, but it was a bit tricky. It was screwing my mind, but I got the rest anyway. And it is Inception. I've seen this film about 50 times since it came out. It's not many times, I know, but it's not a film that you can watch over and over again. You can only watch this on sometimes when you just feel like my brain's a bit scrambled, I need something to sort it out. Oh yeah, I'll just put a film that fucks my brain up even more. It'll fix my brain, but it's a great film, great by Christopher Nolan again. Sorry, it's like I think 2:30, nearly 3 in the morning, and we've had no sleep, and I've done a complete rearrangement of my room. My fiance is completely tired because we've just been up for a while anyway. My next film is a guilty pleasure of mine. I prefer the original. The original will always be the best, and nothing will ever contradict that or make me feel like it's not true, but it is. The original will always be better, but I did enjoy this, and it is the RoboCop remake. A bit disappointed that they didn't release this in 3D. This in 3D would have been probably one of the greatest 3D films I'd ever seen. It has got a lot of downsides to it. So they changed and replaced Ed 209. Officer Lewis is now a guy, and the way he died is ridiculous. But people say it wasn't as graphic as the first original. No, they didn't have the scene where he got his hand blown off and shot through the hair. They completely shot through by pistols and shotguns. But when the guy gets his armor taken off and it's just a pair of lungs and a heart and a hand, you that's That's gruesome. That's gruesome, dudes. So the other reason why I'm a bit annoyed and sound a bit dull doing this video is because this is the 6th time of doing this video, but every time I've tried to record it, it's gone wrong. So I'm doing it for like the 6th or 7th time now. I'm just repeating everything over and over again. Next up is Death Race, one of my best and favourite car race slash prison actions to ever exist on the face of the earth. To me it is better than Fast and Furious. I love Paul Walker, rest in peace, and I love Vin Diesel. But this is a great car racing film. Fast and Furious is great as just I don't see that as a car action. I just see it as a car race film. There's action in it, but I don't see that as an action film. I just see it purely for the cars. This I see for the action and the cars and even the music, because that powerful music behind practically every scene is what makes you kind of go, oh, yeah, okay, this is the kind of style of music they're using, this is what they're putting towards it, this is what makes you kind of think, well, that's what it's all about, really, then, isn't it? So, I did enjoy this film. I'm watching this on Blu Ray, full screen Blu Ray. It's not, it's widescreen, but I stretched it. But it looks good. It looks good. Next up is a film that, yet again, people don't particularly like, but I enjoyed much better than the first original trilogy of the films, and it is The Amazing Spider-Man. I much prefer Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire's. I definitely love the guy they got to play the Professor... what's his name? I always remember his name until I actually got to say it. No. Connors, Dr. Connors, there we go. See, it takes a while, you know what's happening. Anyway, I like the guy they got to play him. It's just, yet again, an amazing film. A lot of people hate it, but it's in the title. It's an amazing film. It really is. The second one, I'm going to forget that one existed. But this was good. This was really good. Alright, now, this film was yet again another underrated. Not many people liked it. This film showed characteristics. It showed how graphics can be pushed to another level. It also showed how you can make someone who doesn't look great and make them look amazing. And it is Beowulf. Ray Winston, the chunky cockney brick that he is, the cockney lad that he is turned into a muscle-bound hunter. Awesome. No, absolutely awesome, and it was definitely a great film. Watching this in Blu-ray is perfect. The animation looks so much clearer than it did on DVD, and I really enjoyed it. Next Blu-ray, which is the last actual standard Blu-rays I've got, is a box set, which I got for £10 at my local DVD shop, and it is the Avengers box set, which everyone knows comes with Captain America, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Avengers. Everyone knows that. I don't know if that's the right order. That's the order they came in, so I'm just taking it as that is the order they're in the box. I'm not changing it anyway. First time watching Iron Man 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, and they looked fucking amazing. The suit just looked so much more clearer, and you know, you can definitely tell the creases in the suit where the joints are, and how the rib design looks. Even the arc light is much brighter, so you get much more colour, and the flames look more like they're just there instead of just like behind the screen. They look more like they're actually in front of the screen. It's like a 3D on 2D kind of feeling, and I was really happy to see them like that. They look great in just Blu-ray. And my favourite Marvel film in this box set looks amazing on Blu-ray, and that's The Incredible Hulk. A lot of people think that that's a stupid film to think is my favourite. It's not actually my favourite out of all the Marvel films. It's my favourite in the box set. My favourite Marvel film so far has been Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think always will be. But out of the box set, Incredible Hulk is my favourite out of all of them. I love Iron Man, I love Avengers, but I like Incredible Hulk. I don't know why, I just think it's amazing. Next up is my 3D Blu-rays. I think after saying that Incredible Hulk was one of my favourite Marvel films, people just practically stopped watching this anyway. But everyone's got their own preferences. My favourite movie of all fucking time is Moulin Rouge, and people still talk to me about my collection and still check up shit. So don't just judge me by one film. Doesn't make a difference. Right, anyway, for people who are still watching and do want to keep watching, The Hole on 3D is what's coming up next. By Joe Dante, who done Gremlins and Small Soldiers. Now this film, the 3D is full screen. The 3D is amazing, but the story after half an hour just completely died on me. The first half an hour was great. It was heart racing. It was scary. It was paranoid. Watching it in the dark, going, oh, something coming out the corner. Oh, the lights flickering. It was one of those films that just kind of make you feel like you're paranoid only for the first half an hour. And then for people who haven't seen this, you might want to skip ahead. But when the clown starts talking and walking around the basement, going, I literally went from like hiding behind my fiance at the first half an hour to coming out in front of her and wanting to punch my screen because that clown just ruined it all. And then the whole turned out it's not even a horror thing. It's just this entity that comes out and shows you your worst fear and you've got to face it. No, they should have stuck with the horror because that was the great story. That was brilliant. And they changed it to be some stupid coming of age, oh, teenager needs to get over his fears. Whereas it was, I can see where people would enjoy that twist, and the twist would have been good on a standard idea. But no. 3D was good, film was not. The next film coming up was a great film. 3D's not so much noticeable. With my new setup of my 3D TV and the way my sofa is at the moment, I may be able to enjoy this film a bit more. Maybe the 3D will look different. Maybe it's my player, maybe it's my TV, I don't know. The point is, the 3D wasn't good, but the film, yet again, is still great anyway, and it is the Lego Movie. Absolutely enjoyed it. Great, funny, hilarious, great picture, great quality, great casting. So it's one of those films that I can sit down and I can watch this quite a lot and enjoy it. I can do that because this film has that rewatchable capability. Not many do, but this one definitely does. Next up is a film that I reviewed a minute ago. Well, I always say reviewed, I meant showed. So when I say reviewed in these videos, it means showed. Unless it's a big title saying review, then it's not a review. Anyway, it's Beowulf 3D, which I got imported from, well, not from Italy, but it's an Italian import that I got from Amazon for £15, and it's one of the best widescreen 3Ds I've seen. Now, I hate widescreen 3D, always have. I would much rather watch all my films that are 3D in full screen just to get the enjoyment and the thrill from it. Unfortunately, this was not that kind of a thrill. Like, it wasn't the full screen, but I tell you what, the 2D in this was just outstanding. I loved watching Beowulf on Blu Ray, but on the 3D, it just gave that little extra push into just experiencing how lovely the film is. And I really enjoyed it. So if you're a fan of Beowulf like me and you want to watch it in a great quality and you've got a 3D TV and a player, pick it up. The next one I purely based on getting from my mother to see because my mum's recently been getting into 3D films. And I just thought I'd bring something to the house to show her, just to get her to enjoy something, because the only 3D films she watches the ones that I like, that I've got. There's nothing really there that she'll enjoy, so I thought fine, I'll pick this up, and I like this film anyway, and it's a great film to watch, and it's Top Cat 3D. I've seen the film, she hasn't, but I've not seen the 3D, and the 3D from what I've seen, I always check my 3D films to see how the picture quality and how the 3D looks just before I watch the actual film. And the film is full screen and the 3D looks amazing, so I'm looking forward to watching that. The next one I'm going to do a proper review about. I don't want to say too much about it now, but I'm going to say a proper review for this because this has been my most shocking 3D film since, I think, Creature from the Black Lagoon. And that film shocked the shit out of me with 3D. I did not think they were going to pull that off, but I tell you what, Creature from the Black Lagoon has one of the best 3Ds. I've got to do my top 20 list soon. I know I've done a top 10 somewhere, but I've got to do a top 20 soon because Creature from the Black Lagoon, man, that film rules on 3D. Anyway, this film is going to join that list top 20 because I brought this, took it home, read the back, sounded like shit, put it on, saw it was widescreen, thought it was going to be complete shit. And it was one of the best sci-fi films I've seen in the past month. And it is The Darkest Hour. And I like this film. it's just like any other alien invasion, you know, a couple of people get trapped, aliens invade, they have to try and survive, and they do survive, but it's awesome. I like this one. The fact that there's no proper casting in this, no actual famous people in this, I enjoyed that. Because these people who I don't recognise are now recognisable in my heart because of their performance in this film, and it was amazing. I'm going to do a proper review. Now, the next film I bought on 3D, but I've only seen the actual 2D version and not watched the 3D version yet. I don't know if I will. I probably will at some point, but at the moment, I'm happy just sticking with watch the 2D version, and it's The Nut Job. And the only reason why I'm happy to just see the 2D version is because it's a shittier version of Over the Hedge, which is one of my favourite DreamWorks films of all times. Over the Hedge is amazing. This is like a low-budget version of that. It was okay. It was alright, but Over the Hedge was much better. Much better. The only thing I liked about this was the Gundam style dancing animation at the end. That was it. The next one, yet again, is joining my top 20 3D film, best 3D films of all time, because this one, yet again, was another completely shocking 3D. I had heard reviews that it was crap. I had heard reviews that, you know, oh, it wasn't noticeable. I'm not going to lie, there are some scenes where you kind of don't notice it, but there are scenes that make up for that dramatically throughout the film, and it is GeForce 3D. I love GeForce. I've always liked GeForce since it first came out, and GeForce was actually my first standard Blu-ray I ever had. I don't have that anymore, but it was the first Blu-ray I'd ever bought, alongside National Treasure 2, which is a great film. But anyway, GeForce 3D brought the film that I loved completely out towards me and made me love the idea that I'm a fully grown man who loves Disney films. This is what makes me happy to be a collector now. These are the kind of films that I want to have on my shelf in my collection. Films that are going to make you think they're shit, but the 3D pops out and proves you wrong. This was brilliant, and it was a worth it purchase from Australia. It was like £14, and it came within a month. But it was great to have it. Next up is a film. It's a second film to a first one. I just really enjoyed the first one more. The second film was okay. I got to see the scene that I really wanted to see in 3D, and that was it. That's all I needed. And it is Avengers 2: Age of Ultron. I like the film. First one's better. First one has full screen, completely blown out 3D. This has widescreen and okay 3D. But the fight scene between Hulk and Hulkbuster was the only reason I wanted to watch this, and it was just what I thought it was. It was perfect. Yeah, so Avengers: Age of Ultron, it was okay. It was a great film, but number one will always be better, 3D and film-wise. The next one, I've only seen the first one on 2D Blu-ray. I've not seen the first one in 3D, nor have I seen the second one. So I've got Rio 2 on 3D. I'm not going to watch this until I purchase Rio 1 in 3D, because I want to see that in 3D first to see what I think. But from what I tested of this, it seems okay. It looks alright. It's widescreen again, but the 3D looks reasonable. Now, the last film is one that I've waited a very long time to have, and I'm glad I got it. It took a while. I got so angry that it didn't turn up earlier, but it was definitely worth the wait. For the first, I think, 35 to 40 minutes of the film, it's not really that noticeable, the 3D, but towards the middle or the ending, probably both, the 3D did definitely pick up, and it was just a much more enjoyable experience in that respect. And in probably both, the 3D is a Little Mermaid in 3D. Wait a very long time. I'm definitely glad of it. That and GeForce from Australia, both £15 each. Both take a long time to get here, but it was, like I said, they're both worth it. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Watched this yesterday, and it was good. I got disappointed at the beginning, thinking I wasn't going to enjoy it. Then when I started seeing it pick up, I got a bit more into it, and it just turned out to blow my mind again. So it is a really good purchase. There is no special features for this because it's just a 3D version, so there's nothing for it. But GeForce comes yet again with 3D Blu-ray for everyone who already owns it. You already know anyway. But basically, yeah, that's the collection at the moment. I don't know if I've missed anything out. I'm hoping I haven't missed anything out. What I am going to do though is for people who watch this video, if you're Australian, uh, you have my permission to, if you can see it, take that. The US or a UK Disney Movie Awards, only because it will not work on a US, the Australian one. So take it, it's yours, make use of it, because I can't. Yeah, so that's it. Basically, I'm just going to describe a little bit of what my next video will be. It's like I said at the beginning of the video, it should be one of the best videos I actually do on my channel. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it's about because it will ruin the element of what it is, but I've seen a lot of people talk about this subject on Facebook, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it on YouTube, and you get those collectors. There's two types of collectors. There's honest collectors, and then there's completely dicky collectors. Honest collectors will tell you what they think about your collection in a more respectable way. If they don't agree with a certain film, they'll kind of go, I don't like that film, you should have actually had this one. But you know, it's up to you. Every collector has their own choice, their own taste, their own style. But I've seen a lot of repeated questions on Facebook about this particular thing. So my next video is going to be covering that, and just seeing what people think, and seeing if I can help some people along the way, just like how I got lost for a couple of months. And I found myself again by doing what I did best, and that was watching and buying a load of fucking films and not selling them in the first place. So hopefully by rekindling that relationship with my shelves, they should be full soon. Okay? But I'm going to try and help other people with the problem that I first had when I first started collecting. And I'm hoping you guys enjoy the next video. I'm hoping you enjoy this video. Please, by all means, I'm open to criticism. If you don't like any of the films I bought, tell me, and maybe next time I won't buy such crap. But in the end, I'm a fan of cheap-ass movies. I actually own The Iron Hero, and I laugh at that film because of how shit it is, but I will never get rid of it because it's probably one of the best comedy action / pretend hero films I've ever seen in my life, because it's so shit. So I like the cheap-ass crap movies. They make me laugh. Yeah, so just tell me what you think, and please like, and please subscribe. I want to try and get my subscribers up. I want to start doing more videos for you guys, more important things anyway. So yeah, I'm going to start doing more 3D reviews too soon. There's not many of those out there, so I'm hoping you actually keep an eye out for those. I've done a few in my past, and if you haven't seen those, please go and check them out. It'd be really good if you can. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon for my next video.